50 laps, 30 grand on the line. We're green flag racing here at the Big E.
Oh, man. Into one. Culp on the bottom. Here comes Thornton. Overton up top. Overton through the middle. Now who's going to lead lap one? Oh, man. Overton and Thornton. They slide up the track. Can Timothy Culp lead at Eldora? He leads lap one for the Arkansas driver.
That time by at the straight. They're able to close a little bit on Culp coming out of the corners. Culp, though, really good right now. Oh, man, and just we say that, he slips up a little bit coming off corner number 4. That allows Brandon Overton to close the gap. Business picking up here in the first 8-8.
Anthony Burrows, crew chief, 76 for the lead. Culp with the crossover. Good move there. Side by side into 3. Will we have a new leader? Culp regains that top spot. Overton down the straightaway. Timothy Culp still leads. They're side by side almost for second. What a battle it's sporting at Eldora in this first 50 lapper.
You could toss a blanket over that top 4, and Brandon Shepard's trying to close in on him and make it a 5-car race at the front of the field. JD on the bottom, Overton on the cushion. They all trail Timmy Culp in this one, 8 laps in.
Into turn 1, JD on the bottom, Overton up top. Overton will diamond off the corner. He'll get that run down the back straightaway. Davenport's going for the lead. 3 cars for the lead. And now Davenport throws it in, and we've got our first lead change of the race. JD in front, and here comes Overton in 76, and the caution is out.
Oh,
the caution
man.
is out.
And that, I believe, is going to be a completed lap, and Davenport had the lead at the straight. True double file restarts, as always, here at Eldora. 9 in the books, 41 to go.
By the way, Destin, Davenport started 6th, though it's not like he started on the front row and led every lap, right? He started 6th, down the back straightaway. Thorne is going to try to go through the middle to the outside of Overton. He'll go to the outside of Culp. Davenport will lead. Here they come off at turn 4. Culp is still second. Here comes Brandon Shepard, side by side with Overton. The Brandons run in there. Here comes Overton. Thornton remains third, then it's Dotson, Shepard, Alverson, Marler, Sorensen, McCready up to 10th, and car number 9.
Brandon Overton down to the inside of Timmy Culp. He's going to take that second spot away at least momentarily. We saw this movie a little earlier on, though. Culp going to try to get back down under him in 3 and 4. Won't be able to do so. This time by at the straight. 14 laps in the books. It's Brandon Overton up to position number 2. Look at Shane Clanton. Clanton right there as well, trying to take the 6th spot
Overton
away.
got in the wall, DJ. Overton got in the wall, and it's going to cost him, but here comes Alberson. Garrett looks on the bottom. Garrett's going to throw it in. Alberson up the top. Crossover by Overton. They're side by side at the 4. Overton maintains second.
Not crossfit by Overton. It was a crossover by Overton. We'll see if the Evans, Georgia driver is able to hang with the Blairsville, Georgia driver. Here comes a 20 RT.
Thornton goes to second. Overton with the crossover. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Alberson. Here comes Shepard. He and Colt might have got together a little bit. McCready on the bottom. Out at turn 4. Down the main straightaway. Thornton goes to second for the first time in this race. Overton will battle their side by side at turn number 2. Meanwhile, JD says, have at it, guys, because he's pulling away right now. It's 9/10 of a second last time around. It may be a little bit more down the main straightaway as the laps wind down. We still have a dozen to go. Caution is back out again.
Yep.
And the slide here by Jordan Kohler.
Dustin Sorensen actually got high coming off corner number 4. And when he got high, that what happened was the 114 of Kohler had nowhere to go, and he did a complete 360. Yep, there it is.
We'll go right into the second feature at the opening. Here's the restart. Does Thornton have anything for Davenport into turn number 1? Here comes Alberson. Thornton with the crossover for the lead into turn 2, DJ.
Wow, what a wild crossover that was. He clears Davenport and maybe took the air off of him as well. The 20 RT out front here at Eldora. He'll get out of the inside, take a slider line away. Davenport gets a head full of steam build up. They come by this time at the stripe. Ricky Thornton Jr., your leader with 10 to go.
Half a car length. And now Davenport retakes the lead into 2. And he's got it back. Down the back straightaway.
White flag is out. Final time around, James, for Jonathan Davenport.
That was the move to do. We got to spin into turn number 1. Winder goes around backwards, and the caution is out. The caution is out.
Oh, man.
And the green is back out. Davenport trying to protect the bottom. Let's see if he swings out wide into one. He stays right there. Thornton, Overton on the bottom, and Overton's going to go to second.
Thought maybe the 20 RT would stay to the outside. He doesn't. Instead, he opens up the door for the 76. Here comes the 58, the C8 there as well. But they all trail Jonathan Davenport. Oh, man, off the wall is Overton. 1 to go, James.
He caught the cushion. Final lap. They'll run to the checkers. Out at 2. It is Davenport, Overton, Thornton, Alberson, Timothy Culp, tip of the captain if he can hang on for fifth, and Jonathan Davenport gets it done again at Eldora.
Second spot's going to go to Brandon Overton. Third will be Ricky Thornton Jr.
Here we go. Good start. We're underway again.
Much better start that time for Will Harrington as they go up into turns 1 and 2. He gets a nice run through 1 and 2, and upside down and over is Carson Ferguson. And Simpson with nowhere to go. The red flag is out. So Carson Ferguson gets above the cushion and upside down over in turn number 2. Chris Simpson gets into him, and Eldora Speedway safety officials are Johnny on the spot to get to the driver, the 93. And the word from safety officials, ladies and gentlemen, Carson Ferguson is okay over in turn number 2.
The Bruce Kane Racing, the Brad Spochas 111 underway again at Eldora.
Third time's a charm, hopefully, in this Thursday night makeup feature. 50 laps, $30,000 to win, and a great start for the 15K of Will Harrington. Side by side for second momentarily. Tyler Erb, he's going to drive it into the corner deep. Max Blair going to try to cross him over. Harrington leads lap 1.
Off at turn 4, Will Harrington. Could it be tonight? Get his first win here at Eldora. Long way to go. And he almost stuffed it into the wall. He jumped that cushion, DJ, but he gets it straightened back out. He still has a sizable lead here early on. Down the back straightaway. We've got 10 in the books coming up this time around. Now Harrington, where does he go? He goes way high, and he's going to lose the lead, and Tyler Erb takes the lead. Harrington finally got off the cushion.
Yeah, he somehow was able to wrestle that car off the cushion, but your leader on lap number 10 is going to be Tyler Erb in that General Lee-looking car. Harrington, well, he was second at the straight, but Josh Rice going to take that spot away from him.
Yeah, the top 3 right there into turn 1. Turbo on the bottom. Got to be careful on Forrest Trent. He'll slide up the track. They might have got together, and he does. And wow.
He got damage on the right rear from that, James.
Yep, here comes
Josh Rice.
Josh
yes.
Rice on the bottom. That great run he earned the DTWC last October. Rice is right there. Bobby Pierce lurking in third and 32.
Josh Rice is tonight. He's been so close. It would be it'd be a career win for
Yes,
Rice,
it would
wouldn't
be.
it? Yeah.
Yep.
Biggest
right
win.
there.
Two-time Route Plate Memorial winner.
Here he comes. Here comes Pierce on the bottom. Whoa, that was close. Pierce had to back out of it a little bit, trying to get around the one-on-one of Forrest Trent. Meanwhile, the battle for lead. Josh Rice on the bottom. Turbo up top. Down the back straightaway, Turbo stumbles. Rice almost had him.
This one's been good.
Tyler Erb's done what he needed to do. He's trying to keep it out of the wall. He'll slide up the track. He'll lose ground. Here comes Rice down the back straightaway. Pierce took a shot at the inside. It was 0.7 of a second last time around. Rice to the bottom, Dustin at 11.
Yeah, Rice has been good on the bottom a couple times in 3 and 4. I mean, they are all right there together. You can see it. Pierce in third, Rice in second. Turbo, your leader, and they found
Turbo into the wall. Into the wall, and do we stay green?
We do.
Josh Rice is taking the lead.
It'll be official this time by at the stripe if he can hang on. Josh Rice is your leader with 19 to go. Oh, baby.
Turbo. Oh, man, he bit the concrete, and Rice and Pierce. Now Pierce for the lead. Pierce throws it in on the bottom.
Oh, where's he going to go?
Got it into the lap. Oh, man. Rice with the crossover. Down the straightaway. And Pierce, I think that was by a nose.
By half a cat's whisker. Bobby Pierce out front, the 4th different leader of this race on
Rice
lap
back
32.
in front of him. Pierce throws it back in the bottom. Up the top of the track, Rice. He's going to try for the crossover. Pierce is going to clear him. He's right there at the line. Are you serious?
Oh, my goodness.
Pierce will drift up the track. Here comes Rice back on the bottom. Rice down the back straightaway.
Josh Rice keeping pace with Bobby Pierce. Pierce going to go to the bottom in 3 and 4. Rice goes up top. He's got a run, James, off corner number 4. 11 laps to go.
Rice to the bottom. Josh throws the slider in. Rice is going to take the lead. Bobby with the crossover. Down the back straightaway. Oh, now they got still the 3 cars in front of him. Pierce is going to go to the bottom. He won't be, he does throw the slider. He can't clear Rice, and Rice still leads.
10 laps to go. Josh Rice back out front at Eldora. This is one hell of a race, ladies and gentlemen.
9 to go next time. Pierce will get it going again. And the caution is out. Caution is out.
Hudson O'Neal in the wall in 3 and 4.
Here they go on the restart. Can we keep it green the rest of the way? Rice in the 1, Dustin.
Yeah, Pierce is going to pound that cushion down in turns 1 and 2 and try to get a run.
We got a wreck. We got a wreck. We got one over in 2. Got one over in 2.
And it's Harrington. Will Harrington gets upside down over in turns 1 and 2. Jimmy Owens is involved, and that will bring out the red flag for the second time in this race. Here we go, Rice and Pierce bring them back to the green. 10 laps remaining in your Thursday night makeup feature.
Rice is going to go to the bottom. Pierce is going to fire in at 2, and Rice is going to lead. Pierce stumbles a little bit. On the bottom, here comes Turbo. Turbo and Pierce go side by side. Rice pulling away. Turbo's going to throw the slider on Bobby, and he makes it stick.
Look at Hoffman.
Here
Look
comes
at McDowell. McDowell on
Rice
the bottom.
says, you guys go right ahead.
McDowell on the bottom, shocker.
It's already up to 1.2 seconds for Josh Rice down the back straightaway. You know he wants a green. He wants a PSG. White flag. Josh Rice has Spatola in front of him. 1 lap away from the biggest win of his career.
He's going to drive down to the inside of Mike Spatola, put him another lap down. Off of corner number 2, a 4-second advantage. He'll go through 3 and 4 for the final time. Keeps the car straight. It's going to be the biggest win of his career. Josh Rice, hand out the window. He gets it done tonight at Eldora.